hi everyone. So today is our next segment of our Master Mentor interview series, and today I have Rachel. So Rachel is currently the digital marketer of Buffer Online School, and she has a lot of stories to share about her, not only just her skill sets, but how did she went to get to where she is today. So thank you, Rachel, for coming to the interview.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. So Rachel, before we begin, right? So can you just share a bit about a story about where do you how do you get started into digital marketing in the first place? Well, I feel like the story is actually pretty interesting, right? And could be even inspiring to some of my audience out there.
Okay. Yeah. So my background is actually I studied HR. It's like super not relevant to what I'm doing. So I studied HR in university, and then so my first job I was doing operations. So mainly like organizing events and making sure that the event runs smoothly. Yeah, so because of I was in operations, right, and then I saw like how, and I got interested in digital marketing because I saw like how my colleagues were doing it, and then I was like, like if this person like has this skill that actually brings the company business, right? I was like, this is actually a high income skill.
The high income skill, yeah.
So I was like looking at what I'm doing, right? It's actually it's not a low income skill, but it's actually pretty replicable. Like anyone can do it. So I was thinking like, actually I should take this up, and I was given an opportunity, and I went into like self-studying digital marketing, and I went to observe like how people do it. So that's how I got started, and then I went to like a lot of courses.
Okay, after that to learn.
And then like mostly I did self-learning and a lot of testing, a lot of mistakes, and that's how I got started.
Okay, so very interesting, right? A lot of things that I want to ask and poke a bit, right? But the first question I have is, was the operations company your first company you joined?
Yes.
So like, Mike, why did you choose to join this company? Like, was it because like you felt that you could learn, or you felt that whatever you could pick up now actually can help you in the future? Like, what was your thought process when you decided to join this company?
Okay, so like my first job was actually in an investment company. Like it's totally new to me because I have no like financial background at all. I guess like a lot of people in that company had the same. So like I was interested in like finance, and just thought that if I can mix with the people who are in the industry, and I can actually like sometimes stick around and like learn something from them along the days lah. So when an opportunity came, I was like, actually, I can just be there and then learn a new skill that can be useful for my future also.
So you learn about investing, but at the same time you also decided to learn about marketing. And also you first started by reading books or from your friends, or before attending courses?
Okay, so like are you talking about investment?
Marketing.
Marketing. Okay, so marketing, right? In the first place, I was just like looking at what people are doing and what the results they're getting. Like it's more of like slowly noticing, like whenever you're scrolling through your Facebook and you're noticing like how actually people write and like how they express, how they get interest for people to like actually put their details down and actually purchase something. So after that, I went into not so much of books. Like recently, I'm getting into books, but I started with online courses actually. So I was looking around, asking friends, my marketer friends, like what are the online courses I can actually learn, because like I don't want to spend so much money in the first place. So so just started with online courses. And then I did a lot of testings along the way.
From there you improved.
So like I volunteered at my company to actually do some of the extra marketing work. So that's how I actually got the opportunity.
So it's nice, right? Because you actually volunteered to apply your skills, and from there you actually learn, because you get learn a lot better when you apply what you do. So then back to the earlier, right? When you first decided to take up what I call this high income skill, right? Because my thing is, I feel that a lot of people, they always feel that yes, I need to learn a high income skill, I need to do something better for my future, but they might be scared, they might be afraid. But what might be your like experiences or tips that you feel that could be useful for this group of people, that I want to do something but I don't know how to start and all?
I guess most people face this problem of having like too much information like being passed to them, and then they don't know like which one I should actually use first. So like for me, I actually because like marketing, there's a lot of different strategies, and a lot of people have their own experience. That's why they choose to do different things. So for me, I just like choose one method and I went along with it, and I actually like set a time frame for myself, like okay, I'm gonna test this and see whether this works, because what works for other people might not work for the current time and the current situation. So I was like, okay, if I want to make this work, I just have to focus and actually just commit to one method.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's very important, right? So when you want to try something new, you go focus on it, because you don't go and do everything else at one time. And then secondly, I think what a lot of people have been sharing, like a lot of the interviews that I've been doing, they say you give yourself a time frame, and then by the end of the time frame, you decide for yourself whether is it something that you will enjoy or want to do. And you've been doing very well, right? I mean, now you're like the head of marketing for Buff Online School, and you've been running a lot of campaigns. Why don't you share some of your recent successes? So far? Yeah.
Okay, so like for the past, I actually started digital marketing for like at the start of this year, so it's been like 8-9 months. I was like figuring things out, and mostly we have been experimenting in Singapore. But recently we have actually expanded and moved to Malaysia and even like India and also in the online space. So there are a lot of interesting things, because like I realized whatever was working in Singapore might not work overseas, and what worked in what did not work in Singapore, and when I brought it to another country, another space, it actually worked. So that was very interesting and surprising to me, because like I realized there are cultural difference and there are things that attracts people differently at different countries. So that was very interesting for me. So like I got very excited. I was like sharing with my team, hey, actually whatever like we are testing in Singapore, let's test it overseas, and you never know like
what could happen,
what can be the spark that happened. So it's very interesting.
Share, so like I know recently then you started launching a few new campaigns, right? Are you able to share some of the results you have gathered so far? But I feel that it's actually quite inspiring.
Sure. So the results we've been getting actually like, you mean in Singapore or like?
Across.
For Singapore, right? Like in marketing terms, we call it like return on ad spend. So for example, if I spend like $1 on marketing to this amount of people, and how much money am I getting back? So like we've been doing like for every $1 we've been getting $3, $4 back. So it's quite good results, I would say, because our team is quite new and we are all like very young and very energetic, so we always go and test things out. So that's the result we've been getting.
So remember, for a new team, right, to get like $4 back for every $1 expense is a very, very good result, right? And she only like just started, and imagine what else could be done in the future. So then moving on, my question, right, usually the core of my interview is that, I mean, you have attended many different courses, online courses, you have read your books. So, and I'm sure that you also know people around you that might have read the same book or even attended the same online course. So the question I always have is, why do people go for the same seminar, same workshop, attend the same course, but achieve drastically different results? So at least for yourself, for your own experience, right, what do you think were some of the personal traits or observations you have for people, even like yourself or other people, that achieve way better or faster results than those that don't?
I guess for me, it's because when I want to do something, right, I will make sure it works. Like when I commit to something, like for example, like when I decided to take up marketing, I didn't think about like, hey, actually if this doesn't work, then I'm not gonna do it anymore. I just really think that, hey, it's like however I do it, I'm gonna make it work. And just give yourself
whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, I'll just do it. So like for example, like my other friends who are also in digital marketing, like they're also achieving results, but you know, they have been they are struggling sometimes, and then like I just ask them like, hey, you know, like how are you doing? And they're like, oh yeah, it's just another day. So like that makes me very sad lah, like because like, you know, we went through the same thing, the same training, and like somehow they are I would say they are just very distracted with other shiny objects and things like that.
So a lot of distraction and also that compelling desire, isn't there, from your opinion? Those are very important, right? So like, especially I think when you say about focus, is about there are 1,001 possible things that you can do, but if you try every one of them and you just dabble, right, you're not going to achieve the results that you want. So thanks for the sharing. So then moving on to the part on your journey thus far, right? What do you feel like some of your biggest mistakes or the regrets that you had so far? So I know that sometimes when people say regrets, I mean, yes, I don't regret anything because I learned from it, but so what do you think are some things that you could do differently if you had a chance?
What I would have done differently? Wait, let me think.
No.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I would have like wanted to start on marketing even earlier.
Even earlier,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I get it a lot.
yeah. So like yeah, because previously I've been hearing about this skill and then like I was just for like about 1 year plus I was just like sitting on it and I was like, hey, should I do it or not? So yeah, it took me a lot of courage to step into a new field, and actually now I'm already leading a team of marketers. So like yeah, I would say that I wanted to start earlier and maybe like look for a mentor to like speed up my process and not like
do it yourself.
Do it myself
DIY,
and make a lot of mistakes. So I would have gone with a mentor and then like really learn whatever I can from that person.
Would you pay for a mentor?
Of course.
Of course, right? Yeah. So you rather take that plane to success because of mentor. So so firstly, as in of course, is to start earlier. So that's something I get over and over again, right? People that have already achieved a level of success, they always just wish that they could start earlier. And then secondly, I think what Rachel shared was very important. Like, yes, I can get to where I want if I read my own books. I can just go myself. But if I get a mentor, right, actually I can supercharge, accelerate
fast
my
track your process.
Fast track your process. Okay. So then now comes to like my final question, right? So for example, like Rachel, like today you have to restart everything. That means you lost all your reputation, or networks. You're no longer with, you are no longer leading a marketing team, and you have to start from scratch at a new city with where you don't know anybody. What will you do in the first like 30 days to like not only bounce back right to where you are today, but even beyond that level? Like what will you do if you had to start all over again?
Okay, if you take everything away from me, right? I still have my knowledge, I still have my experiences, and I think like what I will do during the first 30 days is I really have to go and like look at the current market and then like look at what people are doing in the new country. And then whatever works, I will just replicate it using my current knowledge. I think how to say
So it's really basically about finding what works, right? So initially, I guess you would hopefully find a mentor also. But at the same time, also to figure out what works, and then you just do more of it, and rather than trying to reinvent. Okay. That's very important because a lot of people, they always try to find their own little methods when actually you can just follow someone, can model after someone
who's already done it, and actually it's very successful.
Okay. Sure. So thank you, Rachel, for that very like insightful interview, right?
No worries.
So before we end, right, like where can my audience find you? Already share a bit more about what your current project. But I know that you have something quite exciting lined up for it. Share a bit more of my audience here.
Okay, so in my birthday is next week. So I'm actually launching my online course to teach people whatever I've been doing, whatever experiences that I had. So because a lot of people have been asking me like, hey, actually I saw that what you're doing and it actually interests me. Like digital marketing it's a job that didn't exist 5 years ago. So like that's why I'm launching my new course on 16th of September.
16th September, exactly on your birthday.
On my birthday.
Yeah, so like Rachel, like you started marketing only like earlier this year, right? So like as of this video right now, it's September 2019. She started at January, right? So within 9 months, she's now currently leading a team. She's managing budgets not just for Singapore but across the region, right, and other countries in the world. And so she's someone that you should definitely learn from in terms of when it comes to marketing, whether you're using it for like affiliate, whether you're doing it for a company and all. And this Rachel is someone that you should really learn from. Okay, so with that we end our interview, and we hope to see you at our next interview series for Master Mentor. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.